So over the summer, I had a small, round-faced child named Lucia cling to my arm like a very loud Italian barnacle and sing me a song about how she wanted to steal my blood. This song went, "Open the Blake and steal her blood. Don't be afraid and steal her blood. Steal her blood, steal her blood. I'm going to steal Blake's blood." It was the most wanted I've felt in a while. Yeah, but I had like a weird summer overall. So this past summer was the first one in a decade that I'd spent at home. I'd spent like the previous 10 as like a camper slash counselor in a Jew camp in the woods. Which, like, if you couldn't guess that from how generally like neurotic and swarthy I am. And like, if you don't know what that word means, swarthy. So swarthy is like white, but like toasted white. So like you got your Jew classic, like you got your dirty Southern Italians. It's okay, I'm one of them. I can say that. Like 3/4 of your Greeks, and then you sprinkle all of us with like very coarse body hair, and that's what swarthy is. So I'm swarthy. My whole family's very swarthy. My mother, my swarthy mother, gathers my swarthy family and says, "Swarthy family, we're all together. Let's go to our town's local 4th of July parade, and I know what you want to ask me, Blake, is your town swarthy?" And the answer is no, my town is not swarthy. My town is not the least bit swarthy. I come from a place called Mendham, New Jersey. Mendham, New Jersey, I know. Mendham, New Jersey is possibly the most violently white and waspy place on the face of the earth that's not located in Connecticut. So like, hey, no one's ever made that observation about Connecticut before. So my town is so like violently white and waspy that 20% of my high school graduating class had like an ancestor who came over on the Mayflower, and then like 100% of my high school graduating class is right now waiting for a text back from Chad and Alpha Chi, who like haphazardly finger blasted them last Thursday. Yes, Chad. My town is so monolithically white and waspy that in middle school, when a kid started throwing pennies at me on the bus, I was like, it's like surprisingly culturally aware for you to even like know that stereotype. Good on you, Sam. But yeah, so my swarthy family goes to this very, very pale town 4th of July parade. And for some reason, all of these very pale people were really excited about it being 4th of July. Like, they were all marching, they were singing, they were wearing red, white, and blue. For some reason, like, I wasn't feeling that patriotic this summer. I couldn't really tell you why. But then I looked over and I realized that a very pale but sunburned 64-year-old white man with like drooping cheeks and a polo shirt had been staring at my swarthy boobs for the whole parade. And there's nothing more American than that. I know. So I recently started treating all of my ailments with CBD hemp oil. Yeah. So like, if you said yes, if you like me are like a wizard of weed, you might know that CBD, aka cannabinoids, is derived from the devil's lettuce, Satan's salad, cannabis, popularly known as marijuana. And again, if you are like me, you know, like a general of ganja, a big boy of the bud, you might know that when you smoke this pernicious plant, the thing that actually gets you high is THC. Cannabinoids, yeah, THC, cannabinoids, CBD is like what puts the medical in medical marijuana. So like, if weed were a buddy cop movie. Like, CBD would be like the hard-nosed 5 days from retirement, like cop who gets everything done, and THC would be the part that gets you high. I don't know, I don't watch a lot of buddy cop movies. So CBD doesn't get you high, but like it does treat like a lot of the ailments that I have. For example, I have clinical anxiety, and yeah, don't we all? And I've been taking it to treat that, and like it seems to be working, or at least it's working better than my previous course of treatment, which is just shoveling handfuls of dried lavender into my mouth and sweating a lot. Is this self-care? I don't know. But yeah, so I'm taking like weed, but it's not getting me high, so I kind of feel like I'm cultivating like a halfway stoner like image. And I kind of want to steer into that because I think it's cool. Like, I want to like get the munchies, but only eat like slivered almonds and like tinned stone fruits. Like I got one of those like drug rug like sweatshirts, but I got it in like a business casual like navy pinstripe. You know? And like I don't listen to vaporwave, but I've heard the word vaporwave. I have no idea what vaporwave is. It just sounds like something that like stoners might like. If you haven't figured it out yet, like I don't really consume a lot of marijuana. I once tried to like light a bowl, but it was using matches and it was raining, so it didn't work. Yeah, like I don't know a lot. Cards on the table. When I was writing this joke, I misspelled the words marijuana, cannabis, chemicals, and medical. So I'm not an expert. I'm such a dweeb. Like instead of spending this Saturday like smoking with the cool kids, I spent this Saturday reading BBC Merlin fan fiction that was written 7 years ago. Which means if that fan fiction were a human child, it would be just old enough to tell me I'm a fucking loser. It's fall, everybody. We love fall. Yeah. I did like a fun fall-themed activity a couple weeks ago. I went to a corn maze. And a corn maze is one of those things I always think I really love right up until the moment I show up to one and realize it's an existential hell pit. Like a corn maze is a perfect, distressingly perfect metaphor for like the ridiculousness of the human condition. Think about it. You walk in, you don't really know why. You're making only arbitrary decisions. The only possible goal is just out. You're sweating a lot. Your mother is there. The corn is chanting at you. It's like a perfect microcosm of everyday life. So I used to think that Greek life was an antiquated system that held up like oppressive hierarchies of gender and class. But then 2 nights ago, I was walking down Chew Street and I saw a sorority girl and a fraternity boy squat down and pee together right next to the sidewalk. And if that's not gender equality, what is? Thank you guys.